Faith. Belief in action. Randy Ollis is finding people who are guided by their faith from all religions, denominations, and walks of life, and sharing their stories with you. From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is Finding Faith.
Welcome to the Finding Faith Podcast. I'm Randy Ollis, and on this episode, I'm chatting with my Life.Style.Live co-host, Randall Newsome, about passing down faith to the children and also your grandchildren.
In today's Finding Faith with Randy Ollis, we're talking about the kiddos and grandkiddos, Randy.
Boy, I tell you what here, I'm still learning. I'm 66 and I'm still learning here, Randall, but I'm still learning, absolutely. It's really great to pass your faith down to the kids. I know for me, my own life, 60 years ago, I accepted Christ into my life here, so I tried to leave a legacy for my kids, leave a legacy for the grandkids here, too. One thing I've learned, and again, I'm not preaching, but you can't talk to your grandkids or your kids and say, do as I say, not as I do. You have a 2-year-old.
Yes.
They're watching every single move that you're making here, and if you tell them, do this, but you're not doing it, they're going to say, well, Dad doesn't do it, Grandpa doesn't do it.
Right.
So.
And I can tell from the little phrases that I say, and the little moves that I make, and even like some of the dancing, I'm like, oh, baby girl, I don't know if you want to dance like Daddy. But it lets you know.
I don't have to worry about. Yeah, they do. But they're watching every single move you can make. So, I just try to, leave that legacy, pass down the faith through the kids and through the grandkids too. Had Donnie over. These are a couple of our grandkids here, and I put help wanted out. I wanted someone to rake the leaves, and get the sticks picked up. So Donnie came over, and I gave him $5, and he thought, man, this is great. He's 6 years old, And I said, Donnie, what are you going to do with the $5?
He's rich.
And he's rich, he is. And I'm sure it was gone before he got home. And I always said, don't forget to leave a little bit for God. You always try to teach them to give God his share, even though he owns it all anyway. Yeah. But those are little things in life where they watch mom and dad, they watch the grandparents, and I try to pass the faith down. This is another one in our family room here with the grandkids. I just love family time, and that's Beluga, the dog. It's a Great Dane, one of our kids' dogs. And
bigger than most of the kids.
Oh, Beluga. And Beluga is blind and deaf.
Oh, wow.
So it's it's the happiest dog in the world. It doesn't know anything different here. But, we talk about things like that. Now, everybody is different in life. And I always tell the kids, God's got a plan for your life here. Go after your passion. He's giving you some gifts here, too. So that's another way to try to pass the faith down.
Do you find it is it the youngest age, maybe like 6, or is it younger, where you kind of start to introduce that a little bit as far as faith goes, or what do you think?
Yeah, everyone's different. You have to kind of feel them out, as they get older. But I always say
start to understand.
Yeah, and there's a plan for your life here. And this is another thing I pass down to the grandkids: eating donuts. So we were out there.
Faith and donuts.
Faith and donuts. There, we were out.
That's down in Olive Springs.
Yeah, the kids love it, and it's great. I'm always learning here, but I think the biggest thing to do is to be an example for your kids and your grandkids, and good luck with a 2-year-old.
I'm going to need it. Appreciate it, man.
I'm Randy Ollis. Thanks for joining me in the Finding Faith Podcast. Join me again next time as I share more stories of people who are guided by their faith. If this podcast has touched you, I hope you'll share it with a friend. If you have a story you want to share, go to lifestylelive.tv and click on the contact button.
This is Finding Faith with Randy Ollis. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast, and be sure to check out other great podcasts on the All Indiana Podcast Network online at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.